in. That's all I can say. When we went to the original show and saw, presented to us my general manager, I looked at each other and said, "This is a no-brainer," and we wanted to be the first ones up.
I'll definitely get into it. It's certainly worth it just for the extra volume that you get through the door. The sales department's going to reap some benefits out of it. Obviously, the main shop, we're getting some nice upsells out of it. If they're not here, you don't have an opportunity to get any upsells. They don't come here.
And lose out on it if you jump into it. It's been doing a phenomenal job for us getting additional monies into the shop.
The response has been phenomenal from our customers. Best thing we could have done for our customers.
If you're going to get into it with both feet. Jump in, do it right. Go by their recommendations. Don't try to change the system. Use their system because it works. It works every day, all day, exactly how they want it.
Right now we're doing 40 plus every day, and some days will be much heavier than that. But through our express lane, we pretty much doubled from our assessment a year ago. The amount of cars coming through here.
Well, the biggest draw, talking to a dealer, I would tell them that financially it's going to impact their business, that they're going to see an increase in their sales volume from implementing the express lane process that we've done. Bigger and better than that, though, is the impact of the customers. Because if you've got happy customers, you're going to have repeat sales. And it's not only going to impact your service business, it's going to impact your front-end sales business as well.
31 main shop hours last week for a total, 3,800 in parts and labor sales. I mean, how long does it take to pay for itself? I mean, $3,800 times 52. There's 197,000 in main shop upsells based on what we did last week, and that was a slower average week.
So over the past 14 months, we started off 20, maybe 21 cars a day. Since then, I'm seeing anywhere 40 to 45 on there.
I think I tell them they'd be crazy if they didn't do it. You need to do it. The dealer, we created our own nightmare years ago when we had a lot of warranty work and we could build a factory. Today, we're not competing with each other. We're competing with the aftermarket, and they have it. Customers do not want to wait 2 hours for an oil change. They want to get in. They want to get out. They're busy. I don't personally see how you can stay in business without it. You have to have it.
Yeah, we've been selling a lot of tires lately, about 10 sets a week myself, and whatever John's selling on his end too.
The biggest benefit is that my customers are staying in my dealership. When they're getting an oil change, they're walking around, they're looking at cars, hopefully they buy one. If I can grow my business using a small investment like Express Lane, that's going to make the biggest overall impact for my dealership.
Express Lane, what I'm doing is about $68 to $70 a ticket for my Express Lane with the work, the upsells that we're doing on it. Those tickets are averaging about $68, $69.
Last month, the Express Lane brought in roughly $80,000 for the month, which put in another $40,000 into our main shop. So basically, we're looking at we made $120,000 off the Express Lane.
I went up to a customer that we're doing the inspection sheet on. I go, "Hey, we'll be a few more minutes. I got to put a battery in your vehicle. We tested it's bad." It's not my vehicle. We came in and all we wanted to get was an oil change done. I go, "Sir, we do an inspection on every one of the vehicles that come through, and on yours we did a battery test on all of them, and you needed one. We'll put it in under warranty. It'll be done in about 5 minutes." So thank you very much.
The thing with Express Lane is before we went on Express Lane, I had the same three main guys doing oil changes, and they each had their own bay. Now I've got 3 of them in one bay. Where we're doing 3 oil changes an hour, we're doing 5. And, when we were busy and these guys were busy, the upsells weren't getting into the main shop. We did 25.1 hours into the main shop last week, and that stuff never would have got there before. And I got and it's all coming out of one bay. I have 2 bays open up for other technicians. It's a no-brainer.
We certainly have. The visual portion of it is excellent. You bring that dirty air filter with the new one right next to it into the customer, and that visual is great. They know that you're not trying to sell them something that they don't.
Well, the bottom line is the rotation we charge $15 for, and that's straight labor. I'm not paying anything parts on it. It is straight labor for $15. And we're a very high percentage of tire rotations. It's increased since we went with the express lane. And it's only adding approximately 2 to 4 minutes for a tire rotation. So the time, it goes from 8 to 12 minutes to maybe 10 to 12 to 13 minutes through there with the tire rotation. Time that hits the frame to the time it comes off the lift. It's still a very quick process.
It's been built and established, and now, and again, maybe it's only one time out of the year I get anything big, but I've had him coming in here every time, and like I said, like I told Mr. Up, if I get him in here 3 or 4 times a year, there's something he's going to need. Now, some of it I may find, some of it he may just tell me, but point being, he's going to need something.
Once I have a car actually on the lift back there, I'd say we're anywhere 10 to 15 minutes from the start of the write-up process until the customer checks out and they're getting in their car. And I know the customers of mine have been really happy that they don't have to make an appointment, don't have to set aside an hour that they have to take out of their day to drop off their car and find a ride to work and all that. They're right in and out.
I think it's awesome. It works a lot better than the system we had before, and just keep learning new ways to make it.
I would say that Express Lane has definitely helped us level out during these challenging times for sure. We have not had a dip in our customer pay labor sales. In our total overall hours out of the shop has not had a drastic impact, even though our sales volume has dipped considerably. So, what we're losing in internal work, what we're losing in PDI work and that kind of work, we're making up in some of this customer pay. And I attribute a lot of that to the Express Lane.
Lots of items, and we track those every month, and I'm very happy with the extra work, and so are the rest of the guys in the shop.
It's a survey that's on the back of the tags that are left in the vehicle for customer responses. In a month and a half, these are the surveys that I've got returned to us, which is an incredible amount of return rate. It's overwhelming on what the customers are saying, what I'm seeing from it. Some of the comments are best move that you've ever made. It's been long overdue. Waited 10 minutes for an oil change. Brought 1 car in. Now I went back and got my 2nd car in the same day. First visit here. We'll be back. The comments are just unbelievable.
Absolutely. Our maintenance in our shop, we used to run, our average ticket price was somewhere around $30, and now we're up around $150 per RO that comes through our shop. So the overall impact on us has been, it's taken us from $70,000 annually in sales to, close to $400,000 in sales.
Before we were probably about $30 to $40 a ticket, and now our average is $153 a ticket. And that's selling all level 1 air filters, tire rotations, wiper blades, tire repairs, and bulbs, and then also getting them into the main shop where the techs can work on them for whatever needs that we find, and then that brings the RO average up to $154, so it's worked out really good.
We do about 30 to 35 cars on an average day, and the most I've done myself is 52.